So you want to know how to fight the Bourgeon. Well, this is the guide for you. The Bourgeon is an optional boss found in the Flying Waters. In the Flying Waters, as you make your way through the level, you'll go through a corridor made of buildings. At the end of it, you'll find a camp flag that opens up into a larger area. Now the trick is to actually go from this camp backwards. From this camp, you're going to make your way backwards, and you're going to see a patch of gold and blue seaweed. You're going to veer to the left to go inside that area. You'll know if you're on the right path because it'll become a corridor of that seaweed along with some rock. And lo and behold, there's the Bourgeon waiting menacingly in the cavern. The Bourgeon cannot be stunned prior to going into combat, but you can secure first hit by attacking it first. At this point in the game, your party should consist of Gustav, Loon, and Mael. However, if you're later into the game and you want to come back with different characters in your party, well, that's great, you can do that, but for now, we're going to be focusing on these three characters you should have at this point in the game. Now the Bourgeon is weak to lightning, so Gustav and Loon have an advantage here. However, there's one trick the Bourgeon's going to pull early into the fight. It will remove one party member for a majority of the fight. So if you're building Loon to be a healer, you just want to hope that she's not the one getting eaten here. Gustav is going to focus on getting overcharged to break the Bourgeon, along with applying electric damage. Loon is going to focus on electric damage if you kid her out to be offensive. However, if you went with the healer route, then you just kind of want to keep her healing. Mael, lastly, is at a bit of a disadvantage. At this point, her kit is mostly made of fire attacks. There is a synergy here where you can have Gustav set up Mark, and then Mael can come in after for increased damage. Otherwise, you're trying to set Mael up for Virtuoso stance while proccing burn stacks. The Bourgeon has two attacks. One is a ranged miasma attack, in which case if you are hit, there's a chance you could be exhausted, meaning you cannot get AP from any source for one turn. Miasma is a bit tricky since it fires 4 projectiles that randomly target the different characters. The second attack is a 3-hit combo, in which it'll lean over and try to swing at the character. Upon breaking the Bourgeon through Gustav's overcharge, Loon's break attack, or Mael's virtuoso attacks, the Bourgeon will spit up your eaten party member. However, if your team is composed of damage dealers, by the time it spits out the third party member, the Bourgeon will almost be dead anyway. Upon defeating the Bourgeon, you receive the Abyssarum, which can be equipped by Gustav, Augmented Counter 1, which is 25% increased counterattack damage, 1 Chroma Catalyst, and 1 Bourgeon skin, which you'll be using later on when you meet another Bourgeon. There you go, you have defeated the Bourgeon, and now you're moving on to the next boss.